This is Mogul, modern outlook going upper levels, spotlighting our community and our youth. Be on the show. Connect with us at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Or email londondoors@gmail.com. If you'd like to get that project called Solo to help support us, all you have to do is cash app us again at IWASH80. That's IWASH80. And when you cash app us, also leave your email so we can send you the project. We have radio time and commercial spots available right here at LICMC for unbeatable prices. To get your spot today, give us a call at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Get your spot today, right here on LICMC Radio. Sonny's Hamburgers, located at 20001 Schoolcraft in Detroit. Food truck now open.
Everyone, we are so happy to be here with the Bishop Andre Sonny Woods, and we're so happy to have him here with us today. How are you, Bishop Woods?
Bless, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Bishop.
Great,
I'm so glad
great.
taking time to be with me today so they can see you and I on our television venues and other venues. And we're here today to talk about Bishop. Bishop has so much going on. So we're going to talk about what you have going on so people can tune in. But I must say first that Bishop is on LICMC Radio with us every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Also on Facebook Live. And then if you watch Comcast, you may see him on there too. So Bishop, but you have a lot of things going on. You want to tell us about what you have going on?
Well, I kind of got myself out there a little bit. I working on several projects simultaneously. During this pandemic, I just said, well, I'm gonna be at home. So Lord, download me some inspiration and some ideas. So that's what's been happening. I'm working with Fellowship of Music and Arts, which we started in 2014. And what I've been doing with that since we've been shut down somewhat, we just highlight different artists, whatever they got going on musically. We try to help promote it through our page. We bring information to the general public through that page, because I also a member of the Detroit Federation of Musicians, and sometime on month-to-month basis, I try to add excerpts from our publication that we receive monthly. Try to go in there and find out useful information that I can post on that page for musicians and singers. And then I have my own personal ministry page, Bishop Andre S. Woods. And on there, I do special features like This Is My Story, which is something we just started the first Sunday of May last week. And our first guest was Vanessa Bell Armstrong. And then this week, we're going to do a Mother's Day special. And I got evangelist Jackie Johnson, a very anointed singer, single mother, raising a teenage son. And we're going to highlight Mother's Day and do tributes to mothers. And we're going to interview her, talk about her and her ministry and her journey. That's what This Is My Story is all about. People giving ordinary people with extraordinary stories. And then I'm also the head of the Interdenominational Assembly of Churches USA, which is basically started out to be kind of a local pastor fellowship where most of the pastors that are attracted to this particular group. It's not a convention of the norm, but it's basically a fellowship where we have pastors, especially those who have started their own ministries. And most of those guys are independent, male and female, men and women of God that we are reaching out to, and we try to offer help. We do this thing, that special feature called Pastor to Pastor, where our whole emphasis is I believe that if you have a strong pastor, you have a strong church. If you have a healthy pastor, you have a healthy church. So our emphasis is on that. And we move and we do certain programming during the year. It's not a organization where we obligate the men and women of God away from their church. I am pro pastor. I am pro church. So I offer my wisdom, my expertise, having pastored 19 years and then starting my own church. What that was like, I'm telling you, I wish I had, you know, the same kind of mentors around when I was pastoring. But we reach out, and then we're not closed just to founding pastors, but those pastors, because we got pastors that sometimes inherit ministries, and it's like starting all over again, because they inherit a church that for whatever reason might have been stunted in growth or stagnated, and for whatever reason, and they take on the work, whether it's a son taking over a father's church or however it might be. We include and we certainly encourage that kind of affiliation. So we have that. And then I have my own personal page, Andre Sonny Woods, which I use that page basically to do networking. Well, I use all the pages now to do networking, but that was my main page to just reach out, reconnect with folk across the country, around the world, that know me. We've lost contact, and we're getting back in contact. And so we're networking and forging and bringing relationships together, where we got people meeting people that never met each other. And it's becoming such a great, as they call it, social media, where that's what I use it for. I use it to reach out socially and bring people together, ministry, music, and the like. So it's been great. So we've got Spotlight on Ministry that I do every Saturday, and I highlight the affiliate pastors and churches in interviews. We do updates. This week we'll have a special edition at 5 o'clock on Saturday, where myself and some of the pastors, we're just going to do a special tribute and shout out to mothers and the like. So I'll be posting that later on tonight, how they can perhaps watch that. And we're just going to do special tributes, and then we're going to back it up with Sunday with This Is My Story. And so we're doing that, and we got special programming coming with the fellowship, the IAC Fellowship USA. And then a special feature next Friday, May 14th. I just posted the flyer. Well, I'm going to be interviewing a Spotlight on Music. And I'm going to have Pastor Rudolph Stanfield, Dr. Gregory Troy, and myself. We're going to have, we've called Bridging the Gap, where Rudy's son is going to be on, Gregory's son is going to be on, and my son is going to be on. So it's going to be three fathers and three sons.
Nice.
And we're going to talk about our musical careers and theirs, how we bridge the gap from generation to generation. So that's May 14th on Bishop Andre S. Wood's Facebook Live at 9 p.m. So the posters and flyers are out there, and save the date and log in and share on the live with us.
Once again, like Lenore, so I'm gonna go back to the fellowship. They're interdenominational. The fellowship ministries, is it not a denominational? So any ministry can join into that.
Any ministry can join on that, and I'll be talking about it a little bit again on Thursday. And we can't forget, because of your kindness, we have Thursday nights at 10 p.m. open mic, and I try to use that for some information, some teaching, some dialogue. Like last night, I just shot from the hip. Some things that need to be said.
Yeah.
And I guess I get in a lot of trouble lately, last 3 or 4 years, with people because when you think about our office, those who are in the office of a bishop, part of our job, the office of a bishop, a prophet, a pastor, all these fivefold ministries is for the perfecting of the saints and that they can grow and mature. And one of the things that I've noticed in the body of Christ that have kind of bothered me, because the church has been hit with so many allegations and indictments, and then in some cases, I hate to admit, it's been true because of the egos and the pride, the greed that has been proven by those who have mounted pulpits or headed ministries. And so they stereotype us and lump everybody together. And that is not true. There are some true prophets. There are some real good pastors out here who love their people. There are some good bishops out here. There's some good apostles. I mean, just like you have the good, you have the bad. Just like you have the real, you have the false. And so the Bible talks about that. So what I do, I try to help people understand the difference. Like when we did the Prophets Speak 1 and 2, and we're preparing with those great men and women of God to put a series of teaching together, because one of the things that bothered me, even in music and in ministry, we fuss at our young people, but we really don't have a right to fuss at them or down them or critique them, because my question is, have we really taught them? Have we taken them by the hand to lead them through processes of maturity and growing? And if we have not done that, then we shouldn't say anything, because our generation have been guilty of dropping the ball. So what I've been trying to do is say, Father, forgive me of my sin of omission. Things I should have did, I didn't do. So thank God for another chance. So what I spend a lot of time now on the phone, private conversations, texting, emailing, and just sharing with those one-on-one, and then sometime in group sessions to share my experience, my knowledge, my expertise, because you hear that old saying, some of the greatest minds in the world are in the cemetery. And it don't make sense for me to take my musical talent, what I've learned over the years in ministry, to the grave, when I can share it with the next generation and help them avoid some of the problems I, ignorantly faced because of my immaturity, didn't know what I was doing and stumbling. But thank God, what we see is failure. I've learned how to turn failure into stepping stones and learn from what I didn't do, go back and try again, try again, try again. So since God has never given up on me, I cannot give up on myself, cannot give up on God, and we cannot give up on our young people.
Yes. Amen. That sounds great. Now, I want to go back a little bit later because I want to go back to the history of what you've been doing all the years, even before I met you, which was years ago. But I want to go to my story. These programs you have are weekly programs. So people usually is the same time on Saturday, and then usually the same time on Sunday. The times vary. It seems like you have something going on Saturday and on Sunday every week.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times I have to tailor make my time to my guests. Um, and I have in mind a specific time and day, but just like I'm talking to Joel Britton, who used to be here in Detroit, who worked with Bishop Paul Morton, and the song that everybody sang, national, well-known song, "We Offer Christ to You." And years ago, he penned and rearranged "You Can't Hurry God" with Second Ebenezer Baptist Church when he was playing for Bishop Edgar Van years ago. That was before he became a bishop, before when they was on Cadillac and Gothy. You know, he comes from a musical family and preaching family, and so he's going to be coming on talking about his projects. So we have to arrange. He's in a different time zone. He's in Colorado now, so we have to make adjustments depending on the guests and their availability. So that's why I'm Sundays now, doing the rest of May. I'm doing This Is My Story at 4 p.m. on
Okay.
Sundays. And then I have other guests coming in June. We might have to alter the time, just like my brother's going to be with me next Friday. You know, when I first did the spotlight on music, I did it on the fourth Sunday in April at 4 p.m. We're a different time zone from St. Louis to Detroit. And I
Right.
had to coordinate with Dr. Mary Beth Gentry, who the national president. I was honored to have her on. So I'm reaching out to friends from relationships that I've been blessed to have over the years of my musical career, working with the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Reverend James Cleveland Convention, and also my friends in the Thomas Dorsey Convention, the National the National Convention of Gospel Choirs and Courses. And then all of the time I've traveled doing workshops, musical workshops across the country and speaking engagements. I mean, so what I'm doing, I'm reaching back out to all of my friends, and they've been so kind and supportive. And especially when I had my little bout with my health challenges last year, I mean, the overwhelming support and prayers and concern. So I'm up now, getting back up and still doing my therapy, but I'm on this computer creating and doing things. I'm working on some music. So I'm trying to keep myself busy, and I pray that people see what I'm trying to do, and they will lock into it, because I look at this as a service for all of us, for the musicians, for the singers, and an outlet that I can add my name to. Because if it hadn't been for those who added their name to what I was doing, who helped me, who gave a lending hand. So now I'm in that position. So what was done for me, I'm just trying to do for others.
Well, yes, so you are at this time. You are an icon and a living legend because you've been doing this for a very very long time.
Mhm.
And a lot of people that we cross their paths, they say, "Yeah, Bishop Andre Sonny Woods is the one that worked with my choir, or he taught me how." He did music lessons. So like you have been in every area of music and ministry and pastoring. So I thank you for being a part of what we're doing. Also, thank you for just being out here. So many people, they tune in, they watch you, we learn things, they become inspired. And I also want to thank you because you have given me opportunity to play some of your Zoom videos, like the Prophet Speaks and any of
Mhm.
them that you might have. So I do want to put a clip of you, which I may have to get permission from Miss Vanessa Bell. With you and Miss Vanessa Bell, I like to maybe add a clip of that to this. very video so people can see a little bit of your conversation. This is my story, Bishop.
All right.
Now, Bishop, I know that you have something else to do. I just know you are. You told me you have another schedule behind this, but I thank you so
No,
much
no,
for
no,
your
no.
time.
I'm done for the day. I
Are
was
you?
just busy when you called me earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know that you can tune into Bishop. You can go to Facebook. You can go. Now you have again. We have 3 pages: the fellowship page.
Fellowship of Music and Arts, Interdenominational Assembly of Churches USA. Then my personal ministry page, Bishop Andre S. Woods, and then also my networking page, Andre Sonny Woods.
Okay. There's
Four
something.
pages.
There's another one that you a church, another organization that you said you were working with.
Well, they
What?
they they created a page called Bishop Sonny. It's a calendar. Sister Sister Lyons did that for me. But yeah, I work. I'm working with several groups. You know, we still connected and do work sometime with the Detroit chapter GMWA. I'm getting ready to do something special with the Detroit Federation of Musicians soon as I can tie Mr. Troyer, the president, George Troyer, uh, and get them on with me to talk about that. But yeah, I'm just between those two right now. They keep me
Mhm.
busy. Fellowship of Music and Arts, and also the Interdenominational Assembly of Churches USA.
So hopefully we'll get a chance to come back with you, and maybe we can add somebody to this. So we have some other venues that we would like to put this out on so people can see. And there's many people that see your face, and they're like, "Oh, Bishop Woods," and I'm like, so glad to see you, hear you. So we want to keep this. I love this connection. I'm glad that we are connected, and all people can also join the fellowship. They can join any one of your groups if they want to, right?
Yeah, all they got to do if they want to be a part of the Fellowship of Music and Arts, just send. Now we got it censored because there's some crazy folk out there. You know, I've had folk. I'm not putting all of that rap stuff with that degrading women and it's a lot of stuff out there that just not us. So
Right.
uh, we have to approve every individual and the content. We have to approve their flyers, their videos,
Mhm. Okay.
and when they ask for membership, I immediately we check and go on their page to see who they are
Who they're
and
about,
what
yeah.
they're about before we approve, because what we don't want the riffraff on there. We don't this we want to keep this as PG and clean and
Right, right.
wholesome, that young people can go on, anybody of any age, when it comes especially to music, gospel music. Now we highlight all genres of music. I get information like from other venues, and we share that. You know, when people are having their CD releases or they coming out with their singles, we
Mhm.
try to highlight that and work with everybody that sends us information. We work with Pulse Beat, Brother Greg. He sends us stuff, and we try to post it.
Sounds great to me. Well,
All
both of our
right.
TV shows last about almost 30 minutes, so we have about 20 minutes in, which will give me a little bit of time to put a couple of clips showing some of the things that you do, so people can see even more of what you do with Miss
All right.
Vanessa Bell and the Prophet Speaks. Is a very interesting, exciting uh, information and Zoom videos that are also on Facebook. So we appreciate you, Bishop, and I just thank you for taking time, making
Thank
yourself
you.
available. And
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you so much. Now we'll talk to you soon. If not, if I don't see it, then now you have something special coming on tomorrow, Sunday
Tomorrow,
with Mr.
5 o'clock,
Okay.
on the Interdenominational Assembly of Churches USA page. We'll be on there with a special feature for Mother's Day weekend. Myself and probably some of our pastors that may jump on at random just to share a word. Yeah.
And then on Sunday, I think you said Miss Jackson.
Evangelist Jackie Jackson. She just been blessed with a iHeart Radio program on Wednesday nights. We're going to be talking about that on Sunday, how the Lord has blessed her just recently. I think she's in her second week of Wednesday night broadcast, iHeart Radio. So listen, tell everybody to tune in.
Tune in, everybody, and check us out. Remember, go to all of Bishop's programming. All you got to do is go to his page, and he'll keep you up on what's happening and what's going to happen. And also, remember to tune in on Thursdays. You know, we're on Facebook Live, but also LICMC Radio, 24-hour global station there. We're so happy to have Bishop as a part of us. Bishop, we're going to let you go, and we thank you so much. God bless
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Blessings to you.
That's you. Okay.
Well, we want to welcome you, friends, to this first edition of This Is My Story. I'm Bishop Andre Woods, and I will be your host today in a very important interview with the one and only Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Detroit gospel music legend in her own right, the one and only Vanessa Bell Armstrong. We're praying that we're going to have a wonderful celebration and fellowship today. And we want to prepare and welcome our guests today, the one and only Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Blessings to you, Van.
Well, thank you, Reverend. How are you?
Oh, I feel like going on. I got faith that conquer anything.
You know, that song.
Yeah.
That song has really encouraged a lot of people and me. Because every time I feel like I can't make it, I have to go back and say, I have the faith that can conquer anything.
Well, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. But such a wonderful, wonderful career. And your career has had longevity. Until then, I command the blessings of the Lord to overtake you. That is my prayer. Blessings to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We're so happy to have Bishop as a part of us. Bishop, we're going to let you go. And we thank you
so
much. God bless
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Blessings to you.
If you'd like to get that project called Solo to help support us, all you have to do is Cash App us again at IWASH80. That's IWASH80. And when you Cash App us, also leave your email so we can send you the project. This is Mogul, modern outlook going upper levels, spotlighting our community and our youth. Be on the show. Connect with us at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Or email londondoors@gmail.com. We have radio time and commercial spots available right here at LICMC for unbeatable prices. To get your spot today, give us a call at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Get your spot today, right here on LICMC Radio.
London, the Washington Community Enterprise. TV, radio, film, production, broadcasting. You may call 800-875-0674.